mind's a bit fuzzy. I suppose I should be resting, but I feel like if I try to rest, I won't be able to sleep, and I'll just be laying there awake, staring at the ceiling. You ever get the feeling like, I know it's technically bad for me, but I really like lying on my stomach, and it's like the thing of like, I have at least like 3 minutes to lie on my stomach before having to change to it, like, to my side, right? I swap around positions like my fucking Tetris block struggling to fit in. Ah, what a day. I feel tired already and I haven't even gone to work yet. Not that I'm complaining. I need to get my act together. If I'm going to make all 5 of my succubus girlfriends happy, I need to keep working to better myself. Oh, fun fact, right? In the you know, this Charlotte variant, right? She doesn't actually date the tennis person because I like the idea of, you know, the not only the tennis person, you know, is in a happy lesbian relationship with the other chick, but she's actually like human in the Charlotte's timeline. At least that's what I like to think. You can disagree if you want. If I'm going to make all of my 5 succubus girlfriends happy, I need to keep working to better myself. I think I'm pretty average. My home isn't very lavish, and my job isn't all that impressive. But if I keep toiling away, I'm sure I'll be able to stand toe-to-toe with my partners. Speaking of which, I saw Ayu and Hazel yesterday and Cosmos earlier this morning, but I haven't seen Maria in a while. I think she's busy with work. Then there's Haifumai. What is she getting up to? I know she's been busy shooting a new movie, but I pause in the middle of the street, hands jammed into my pockets. Sorry, my brain I just thought of something really stupid and childish. I'm just laughing about. My eyes meet those of Yamamoto, Haifumai's, the famous actresses. But this is not Haifumai in the flesh. This is Haifumai, far bigger than I am, and she towers above me on a bright billboard that overlooks the streets. Oh, isn't she adorable? Look how, I don't know how I feel about the side of the, like, dress being like that. But the see where the chest is and, like, the neck and collarbone? Like, that combining with the dress looks really cute. That's adorable. This Haifumai is wearing a wedding dress. It's a very silky, sexy sort of wedding dress, which displays quite a lot of her bust and the milky whiteness of her back. A white, transparent veil is affixed to her inky black hair, and cream-colored roses and ribbons adorn her outfit, like something you might see on a fancy cake. Haifumai certainly looks mouth-watering enough. The length of her full skirt is very demure, but her large bust creates a nice contrast with it. She looks very sexy. I'm not the only person who's standing in the street gawking. Part of me feels a little jealous. I'd like to keep Haifumai for myself, but I'm happy she's so enduringly popular. Haifumai's purple eyes are shining with the unabashed happiness of a newlywed. Looking at her feels, I mean, those are more like crystallized rosy pink rather than purple. Looking at her feels soothing somehow. This large, blown-up picture of Hifumi must be advertising her latest movie. She told me a little about it last I spoke to her, which must have been a couple of weeks ago, I think. She told me it's a romantic comedy, and the movie, Hifumi plays a woman who sews bridal gowns for a living. After sewing so many beautiful dresses for the other women, Hifumi's character begins to dream about wearing such a gown for herself, and so she begins to sew herself the most magnificent wardrobe of wedding dresses, despite not having a fiancé, or even a boyfriend. Hifumi's character starts to wear these wedding dresses out and about and make herself feel happy, and in doing so she catches the attention of several young bachelors who soon begin to vie for her attention. It sounds diverting enough, though I can't imagine the movie will be all that complex. I doubt it'll win any awards when it finally comes out, but its cast is star-studded. This movie might be marketed towards women, but I bet dozens of men will flock to see it too on account of Hifumi's fame. Maybe I should go and watch it too. Romantic comedies aren't really my thing, but it'd be nice to see Hifumi on the big screen. Since I'm her husband, I should support her. He's just standing looking at the billboard like fences like, you know, like bolt into a ball, shaking angrily, and he's so pissed off, and you can just see his erection, so conflicted. I mean, I'm jealous of the guys that are gawking, but Stiffy make me iffy. It'll be a little awkward seeing 5 handsome actors flirt with her, but it's not like it'll be real. It's all make-believe, and besides, I really do have 5 whole lovers. Do we even, like, is she even in our harem? I can't think I remember. I don't think I remember. But I think she was hitting on us, but nothing was very official. Okay, I noticed something that kind of bothered me, right? See see the right side, it looks like it's busting out of the seam of the, not seam, but like the outfit, and it bothers me, but then the left side doesn't bother me, and I don't know why that is, but it's like, if you're gonna make it, so she plays a character, right, that makes gowns and stuff, that should know measurements and stuff, so would you not think that the character would know her own bust size and all this shit so it would fit properly? If Hifumi feels at all jealous about this arrangement, she doesn't say anything. She's very agreeable. Hifumi can put up with my real relationship, so I should be able to put up with her fictional ones. That's only fair. I don't want to be a hypocrite, but I am! It's a little sad I can't see Hifumi as much as I'd like, but I know you're working hard. You really are impressive, Hifumi. I smile and shake my head, bemused. Geez, I can hardly believe I'm dating a person like her. Life's full of surprises. All of a sudden, I'm feeling sentimental. But I think I might have dallied on the street corner a little too long. With great effort, I tear my eyes away from the billboard and fish my phone out of my pocket. I check the time again. So he says with him, like he tears his eyes. I imagine like his eyes become bloodshot like Omni. Is that late already? Oh shit, I gotta get going, or I won't make it to work. I've really gotta learn to stop spacing out. I get to work a few minutes before 9. I'm not late, technically I'm early, but the rest of my coworkers are there already, bowed over their desks. My boss is something of a slave driver. Work starts officially at 9 o'clock, but he prefers us to get there at least 15 minutes early. A few months ago, he chewed me out for being so lax. I can't even pronounce it. Good morning, my boy! Yes. Good morning, sir. Now, what's with that mealy-mouthed reply? You should be a bit more enthusiastic. It's a beautiful morning, wouldn't you agree? Yes, it's positively divine. That's the spirit. Now are you ready to get to work? I'm expecting results! Yes, sir. I sigh. My boss hasn't scolded me half as much as he used to. In fact, he's been pretty friendly. I never imagined we'd ever be on such good terms. I worked for the Sakura, is it Sakura or Sakurai? Sakura Daily for a few years, but I've never quite seen eye to eye with my boss. He's a large, overwhelming man, both in body and in personality. He's the sort of person who commands attention when, I feel a little claustrophobic because my headset's around my, around my neck, right? So like it kind of feels enclosing around my throat. So I apologize if, I mess up. He's the sort of person who commands attention when he walks into a room, and he's not afraid of telling people exactly what he thinks of them. And just go, I'm not a racist, but... a little too honest, if you ask me. He's like, look, Obama's a good president, but I just think... Sometimes you just gotta tone them out. And the other guy's like, who the fuck is Obama? I don't know, it beats me, man, but you don't wanna get him mad. I used to complain about him all the time with my colleagues, behind his back, of course. He's not all that likable. I don't think he likes me all that much either. He didn't, at least. But that changed when he learned about my connections with Maria. Maria's influence has helped our agency land all sorts of jobs. Sorry, I know the name's Marina, but I don't know why, I just don't like the sound of it. It doesn't sound nice to me, at least, you know? Is that just business on the wall? No offense to anyone named Marina. Because every time I think of Marina, I just think of the Marina Trench, and I don't know why. Maria's influence has helped our agency land all sorts of jobs. My boss and my colleagues didn't know the exact nature of our relationship, but I think they can make an educated guess. We did go on a trip to the hot springs after all. My boss is well aware that I have friends in high places, and now he's doing all he can to flatter my ego. It's incredibly transparent. To be honest, it makes me feel uncomfortable. My My colleagues have taken a very dim view on my new status in the office. I was never all that close to my co-workers, but we used to go drinking from time to time, and they were never above chatting to me. We were all in the same boat, victims of the boss's capricious whims. Now my boss is paying me a special attention. My colleagues have turned their backs on me. They're particularly jealous about my relationship with Maria and IU and Cosmos and ETAL. Etal. What the fuck does that mean? Is that a person we haven't met? Being a popular guy is surprisingly hard. Let me run! Wait, sorry, my brain processing the words. Let me run you through the day's agenda! My boss issues me orders while I nod and jolt them down on my laptop. It looks like I have a couple of complex jobs to take care of. First, I have to attend some dull, dry government conference to take a few pics for an upcoming article, and then I need to go to some sporting events. I've got a busy day ahead of me. Well, I guess too much work is better than no work. And there you have it! It's a lot, but I'm sure you can manage! My boss slaps a large hand on my shoulder and laughs. You've proven yourself to be quite capable over the last few months! I've had my reservations... Wait, reservations? I had my reservations about you at first, I'll admit, but I'm wise enough to admit when my judgment has been erred. With your connections, you've become an indispensable part of our company. We never would have been admitted to this conference if your little friend, Miss Wakatsuki, hadn't intervened on our behalf. We're really going places thanks to you. No, it's, I duck my head abashed. It's nothing, sir. That's all Maria's doing, not mine. You don't need to thank me for her help. But she's only helping us because of you. We all know that. It's obvious. I can't say I understand what you are to Miss Wakatsuki, but I hope you hang on to her. She's been a great blessing. My boss laughs uproariously, as though he's told a funny joke. His voice is very, very loud, and I wince. My colleagues are all glaring at me. I can hear a few words of them whispering among themselves. It looks like the boss is sucking up to Charlotte again. Like that's anything new. It's not fair. If I'd come into the office as late as him, I would have been chewed out. It's one rule for him, another for the rest of us. It's like he's untouchable. He must be feeling pretty smug about all this. I bet he feels especially smug about his relationship. This coworker makes little quotation marks with his fingers. So I'm confused. So is everyone aware of like the whole poly relationship with everyone, or because he was pretty concerned about Cosmos and shit? Or is it just Maria that they know about? With Wakatsuki and Maria, of all people, I still can't believe a plain, ordinary guy like him was able to pull her. There's no justice in this world. Some people have a life way too easy. What about the rest of us? My colleagues sound pretty annoyed, and I can't say I blame them. I'd be annoyed if I was in their shoes. Their jealous looks are making me feel kinda bad though. I don't think I've done anything to apologize for. My boss is the one at fault for his flaunting favoritism like this, but my natural instinct is to bow my head. I don't really want my coworkers to hate me. Hey, you lot! The boss, overhearing these mutacious whispers, glowers at my colleagues. Stop gossiping among yourselves and start working! I don't pay you to flap your lips! Maybe I'll consider what you have to say when you're contributed enough to the company, but not a single one of you is there yet! Compared to... you're all parasites! You're not even fit to lick my boots! Now shut the fuck up! Yes, boss. A dull, apathetic choirs of voices respond to my boss's voice. Heads swivel, eyes focus on computer screens, and the steady click-clack of keyboards fills the office. Nobody's talking anymore. Nobody's looking at me either, but I can still sense the resentment in the air. The atmosphere is awfully tense. It feels like a powder keg. What the fuck is that? Ready to blow, and it's all my fault. This is pretty uncomfortable. I wasn't made to be the center of attention. Very good. My boss nods his head, arms folded. At least he looks satisfied. Doesn't he realize how tense it is? Maybe he's so far removed from petty office politics that he doesn't care. Now, do you know what you have to do? Yes, boss, don't worry. Leave everything to me. Good lad, I know I could count on you. It's a shame you don't have any appointments with any sexy women today. I'm sure you're dying to photograph Hazel Williams again, or Yamamoto Hifumai. But keep your spirits up. My boss slaps my shoulder again. It hurts. I'm sure the opportunity will arise in due course. Until then, you'll need to work these dull, ordinary jobs. If you keep at it, I'm sure you'll be rewarded, in my humble opinion. Nothing about my boss is humble. You deserve as much. Keep up the good work, you hear? Yes, boss. He's so loud I can't help but hear him. Satisfied, my boss ambles back to his office. In his absence, my colleagues begin to mutter among themselves. So, are we... I'm so confused. So, like, do I come here to go, oh, okay, you gotta do this, that, and then leave to go try and do those things? Like, what's the point of staying here if I'm a photographer? Do I gotta stay here and, like, to edit the photos for hours and upload them and shit like that? Oh, you can hear it. I'm definitely getting a cold. In his absence, my colleagues begin to mutter among themselves. I can't catch everything they're saying, but I hear my name being tossed around more than a few times. Are they plotting to murder me? I don't want to be cut up and dissolved in a bathtub. I have a pretty bad feeling about this. Jeez. I stare blankly at my monitor. My head's starting to hurt. Time passes in a blur. The working weeks crawl to a close, and before I know it, Friday evening is upon me. It'll be Saturday tomorrow. I promised I'd go on a date with Cosmos then, a proper date. I'm not entirely sure where I'll take her though. It might be nice to go to a cafe where I can treat Cosmos to one of the immensely sugary dessert she seems to covet so much. But we've been on several cafe dates already. I don't want to bore her. I should try something new and exciting. Oh my lord, this fucking idiot. I'm pretty sure it's already been said that she does not care what you guys do as long as she's with you. This is just scent fetish in a fucking nutshell. You can't tell me otherwise. That's basically the thing. Basically the thing of this whole game. The only reason is because I have a humanly scent that they get off on. I should try something new and exciting. Maybe we could go to the movies. I think that new romantic comedy starring Haifumai opens tomorrow, and it might be insensitive, but it might be insensitive to take my girlfriend to see my other girlfriend, who likes to call herself my wife, on the big screen. Cosmos is one of the clingiest members of my retinue, and I wouldn't want to hurt her feelings. Yeah, it's just like, I imagine anyone would get jealous if you're in a, yeah, sure, not everyone, but like, you get what I mean? It's like, oh, we're going to see my other girlfriend, like, on, you know, a movie about, she's in a movie, like, you take the time to be alone with just, especially for her, because you haven't been giving her enough attention, and what you do, you go to a movie to see your other girlfriend on the screen. I don't get to spend much time with her as it is. I'd hate to spoil our date and let her down. The movie's probably out then, but what about the theme park? I don't think I've ever been there with Cosmos. Destinyland isn't too far away. We can get there on the train. It shouldn't take too much more than an hour or so. Destinyland is a super popular theme park for children and adults alike. Ho 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 ho. It has a whole bunch of rides, and the staff members dress up like popular Destiny characters. And there's parades and fireworks this way. Cosmos' interests tend towards the cute and... How the fuck do you pronounce that? Kit, I can pronounce it. The cute and the... So I'm sure she'd love it. I might act dry and humorless, but I'm pretty fond of Destinyland, though it's been years since I last went. Who doesn't love Destinyland? It's a place of hopes, dreams, and magic. But it's so fucking expensive. Can I afford 2 tickets on my meager salary? Jeez, I need to stop worrying. I'm supposed to have fun on my date with Cosmos, not fret over tiny details. I don't think it really matters where we go. I'm sure Cosmos will be happy regardless of what I choose. She's not very picky. Do I get to actually choose? Fucking hell, I almost started swinging my arms because I thought you were a black and white ghost. Scared the living shit out of me. I thought I was passing out due to exhaustion. I almost started swinging. I'm so sorry, Phantom Cosmos. It'll be fine, hero. I'll be happy as long as I'm with you. I'm sure that's what she'll say. That's a comfort, though there are a few other things I'm also worried about. Cosmos is famous. If we go anywhere too popular, we might attract attention. People will start snapping photos of us, and then news of our relationship will spread across the internet like wildfire. It would cause a huge scandal. People will find my address and start throwing eggs at my house, and Cosmos' reputation will plummet. She might lose all her fans. I don't want that to happen. Maybe she could wear a disguise, a pair of dark sunglasses perhaps. Would anybody notice her then? Dating a celebrity, even an e-celebrity like Cosmos, is a lot of hard work, and I have to worry about stuff. I just realized the Phantom Cosmos. Did I give her a voice? I literally do not remember giving her a voice. I don't know what voice I used for Phantom Cosmos. And I have to worry about this stuff with not just 1 but 5 women. The mere thought of it is exhausting. I yawn, pressing my hand to my mouth. Tears Tears bead in my eyes. It's getting pretty late. It's already pitch black outside. I should probably hit the hay. I can worry about what I want to do tomorrow. Trust me, I've been there. That is not gonna work out for you. That's gonna be a fucking bummer, but you know, your choices. settled down on my futon, sighing as the stress fades from my aching limbs. I feel light and fluffy, like I'm floating on a cloud. Within 5 minutes I fall asleep. I'm so exhausted, I fully expect to sleep for hours and hours, but... Hey, Hero? What the fuck? I can hear a voice. It's soft and sweet and feminine, and it sounds familiar. I'm only half awake, but I'm sure that's... Cosmos. That's right. Good morning, Hero. It's nice to see you. Yeah, voice acting while I'm sick is not the best combination, so the voice... I still don't think I've gone Cosmos' voice down, but you know, I'll admit that the second and the first one had better voices for Cosmos, but there's nothing I can do about it. My brain's fuzzy, and I can't go back to listen to it because I'll cringe at how I sound. I can only bear with what I'm saying and how I'm saying it because it's in the moment, but if I come back later and hear all this, you know, I'll just cringe at myself. Good morning. I blink, wiping sleep from my eyes, and sit up. It's still pitch black outside, and I know it's late before I glance at my alarm clock. It's not even 4 a.m. yet, Cosmos. I know, but I wanted to see you. I simply couldn't wait. I was so excited about our date, I didn't get a single wink of sleep. You know what I would do? Not say anything, drag her under the blankets and just go back to sleep with her. If you can't sleep, then I'll force you to sleep, so that way we can both wake up tomorrow. It's been so long since I had you all to myself. I couldn't hold myself back. I'm not a bad girl, am I? No, I don't think so. It's a little inconvenient that she's so attached. I would have liked to get a couple more hours of sleep at least, but I'd be a churlish sort of man to rebuff Cosmos' affection. I know she means well. I'm flattered you like me so much, Cosmos, but what are you wearing? Now that I'm slightly more awake, the unusualness of Cosmos' attire strikes me with full force. She isn't wearing her pink holographic jacket and her criminally tight shorts, and neither is she wearing her clingy succubus attire. Oh. Sorry, it's just... It just feels like it's been done before, you know? I'm not trying to bash it, but it's like... Sure, I'm a horny man, but I'm a horny man of culture. This basic stuff is like, alright. I think what would make it better is if the fucking thing actually fits. Like, I can understand the appeal for, the boobs spilling out. I can understand that. I'm not an idiot, right? I get that. But the thing is, with attires like this, sure, it could work, but at least make it a little bit smaller so it doesn't look all loose, you know? With older, like, I'm pretty sure the gap in the middle is supposed to be like shadow of in between the cleavage, but like, it looks like she has grandma nipples. Saggy and shit, like, because it's not fitted on properly and it really fucks with my head. Like, this could have done, you know, this could have been done perfectly, but I just don't think this is the way to do it. Plus, I don't know how I feel about the belly button thing, because it's like, you're altering a already existing suit for... I mean, if it's for your own fetish, that's one thing, but it just bothers me because it's like... Because if you're gonna go with the whole vibe of, like, the suit not fitting, why not have little rips and tears? Like, see how, like, the arm bits, right? How it's almost plump, that it's not fitting? The same with the chest. You could have that, like, holes and tears in the stockings or leggings, and have the plump thighs shine, right? That would, I guess, add to it, but... And I feel like there's not enough, like, you know, dripping, like, down the breast. It's like, it just doesn't look good. At least that's for me. She's dressed up just like a bunny girl. Her curves are barely contained by a skin-tight leotard. The black leotard bears a few similarities to her succubus attire, but I suppose it's slightly more modest. Sorry, I had to burp. That's not saying all that much, though. Cosmos has paired her leotards with a pair of black tights, which are ever so slightly see-through. See, I really wish that... Oh, I guess it's not that I wish. I want to work on getting a... You know, I want to go to the gym to work on myself, right? So that it kind of, like, even if I'm standing straight, it just... My thighs and ass just pop out, right? Like, it can't be contained type of shit. Like, even, like... Because there's some sort of sexiness when it comes to unintentional. Like, if I'm just wearing baggy pants, or let's just say shorts or whatever, and it's like pulling up on, like, up my legs because the thighs are just, like, too fat. Like, there's something sexy about, like, I was gonna use the word innocent, but I'm more thinking of unintentionally, right? Wearing clothes that you're not even trying to look sexy and you're just wearing clothes for comfort, and it still somehow turns out to be sexy. There's something there that is just beautiful in its own sense. The curves of her hips is clearly defined, and as the bulging of her full thighs, her outfit has been capped off with a pair of floppy ears and a fluffy white tail. Oh, I've seen where this I've seen where this goes. Where is the tail? Although I'm gonna be honest, the little ribbons in her hair and, like, around her thigh, that's a nice touch. You know what I think they should also do? If it's the whole bunny attire, right? Why don't they have custom-made heels so, like, the front and back of the foot looks like rabbit feet? You know? To make it look cute. I like the purple, I just wish it was, you know, done a bit better. Like, have the chocolate kind of dripping, like, not just her chest, but, like, down her arms, her stomach, her thighs. Like, clumsy mess. Well, it's not clumsy, because she's clearly doing it on purpose. She looks utterly adorable. So, you noticed, did you? It took you a little while. Maybe this isn't bold enough. Cosmos glances down at her attire, her brow furrowed. It bothers me that I give her the same voice as Maria, but it's whatever. I have a lot of other costumes back at home. I wear them during my photo shoots for my Rapid Pond followers. I have a tight Chinese dress, maid outfit, and lots of swimsuits. I wasn't sure which one you would like the most, so I picked one of my favorites. But maybe it's too plain. Yes, bitch, it's too plain. What do you think, hero? Oh no, it's not plain at all. I think it suits you perfectly. You do? Yeah, it clings to you in all the right places. I can see all your curves. Your chest looks great, and there's even a window, so I get to see your belly button. I mean, is it really a belly button if it's an innie? Because, like, I can understand if it's an outie, right? Because then it's a belly button, but, like, it's more like a belly hole. That's super cute. Sorry, my brain's... It's like using McDonald's. My brain is like watching YouTube with McDonald's Wi-Fi. It's kind of lagging and being taken aback a bit. See that? I'm not good at fem laughs like that. I can go like like proper laughs, but stuff like hee and, you know, giggles and shit, you know. I'm cringing at myself more than I already am, or should be. Cosmos giggles. I like that too. I think it's one of this outfit's best features. It's really not. Oh, I just thought of something really cruel. You know, like, you pull someone's cheeks and it, like, hurts? I just thought about doing that to the side of her fucking boobs. Fucking pancakes. Because it's inconsistent, because other photos of previous game will have her have a larger chest. But, you know, but this one, you know what I mean? Man, belly buttons sure are great. Oh, it's super cute, Cosmos. I'd prefer if I could get a better look at your behind. Look, I'm not an armpit type of person, but, right, it's like, whenever there's an artist that really knows what they're doing, I can't help but go, I'm not an armpit person, but that's really fucking hot, you know? I'd prefer if I could get a better look at your behind. Do these all have their own unique photos? Belly buttons are great and all, but they can't compare to a nice behind. In that regard, I think Hazel might just have you beaten. But you're both adorable in your own right. When it comes to pure lewdness, not even I can compete with Hazel. She's so shameless. I would never go outside in a skirt without wearing panties. I feel like shit because I'm just beating myself up for no reason. Oh, there's a reason. It's just a bit of me is kind of like a perfectionist, and if I don't have the right thing, it's gonna fucking kill me. But hey, you know, the stream must go on, as they say. No one said that. If you look... Never mind. I was gonna say, if you look at the white bit on her hand, kind of... I was gonna say, if you look at it at an angle, it's kind of like Smitty's little icon without the hat, but I'm like, no, it doesn't. He's just not only been impaled, but at least it's like, oh, well, I guess this is it. This is the best I can do. I know I might not stack up to her, but did I do good? You did great. I give Cosmos a thumbs up. She beams and claps her hands together. Damn, you got chocolate sauce all up on my cock or whatever. Oh no, it's getting worse. Yay. Cosmos' cuteness has helped me forget for a few moments how tired I am. But a few questions still remain. Did you walk here in that outfit? All the way from your home? I did, but don't worry. I wore a coat on top nobody should have seen. I've worn even skippier outfits than this to take photos for social media. But right now, you're the only person in the world who can see me like this. You know what I would love to do? Right? So like, with the Charlotte timeline, right? I want to change it so like there'll be two different Charlotte timelines, right? The game timeline and then the separate timeline where it's like basically incubuses rather than succubuses. And I would love to like redraw all of this, but kind of like have the male take on it of like each different photos and shit. Although there wouldn't be much to, to look at because the lack of chest. I like to think that Aoi in the second timeline is like isn't still an incubus, but is like kind of still like a female like cross-dressing femboy. Well, no, I guess not femboy, but like more has feminine features as a guy, right? And like I don't know why he would want to be in a girl band. I guess because it's more, he'd think that, oh, girls get more attention than guys, so like a girl band would get more attention than a male idol band type shit. But right now, you're the only person in the world who can see me like this. I don't belong to you. That's a relief, at least. I wonder if she could get in trouble for floating public decency laws in a getup like this. It's not like she's revealing anything. Hostess and bars sometimes wear less. I'd rather not risk it though. It caused quite a stir of Cosmos where Ichi, the famous rapid pond user, was incarcerated for being simply too lewd. And how'd you get into my apartment anyway? I thought I locked the door. Don't tell me I forgot. I hope I'm not going senile. I'm not even 30 yet. It was locked, don't worry. That didn't stop me though. Nothing can get in the way of my love for you. Ah, yes, I should have figured. This isn't the first time Cosmos has bypassed locks and sneaked unbided into my home. She's done it a couple of times already, which explains why I'm not more startled than I am. I guess I've become used to it. She freaked me out the first time she showed up in my apartment unannounced, but now I kinda know she doesn't mean any harm. She's not a wicked succubus who wants to drain me of my life essence. She just wants to be my girlfriend. She's pretty pushy about it, but her insistence is kinda cute. Other succubi need to step up their game, or Cosmos will take my heart in one fell swoop. I don't know how to say it. It's like, I genuinely hope where it's like, it's like, oh, there's this, like, oh, this person wears the pants in this relationship. I honestly hope that's not me, because it's like, I know it's outdated and stuff, right? But if you're gonna look that, right? It's like, I want the more, like, I was gonna say, I probably want the more feminine role, but then the thing is, I really don't do anything. I can barely look after myself, rather, you know, help look after a theoretical future family, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. Just one of the... Sorry, just thinking, just like... I just think like I hope to be the type of person, and this may sound really toxic, right? It's like be a very snarky and sarcastic bitch with an attitude that I can say what I want because I know I'll get away with it because of my cuteness or some shit like that. Or is it, or it's like, if I want something, I'd try to act cute to get my way. I have to be that type of person, although that may sound very toxic. Like, what do you mean that was unfair of him? 1, he's my boyfriend. 2, it's like a trade. I drain his delicious bowl juices, and in return, I get a PS5. It's a win-win. We're both enjoying the moment. So I don't see how I'm taking advantage of him if he's perfectly fine with it. Surely if he has a problem with it, then, you know, he can take it up with me. Proceeds to get dragged off stream to get railed for 9 hours straight until I'm exhausted and out of breath, hair a mess everywhere, covered in sweat, huffing and puffing, moaning with every gasp. I think I read that. Hey, hero, aren't you going to pay a little more attention to me? I did come all the way here to see you, and I was walking in heels. You should tell me that you love me. You're my boyfriend, so I only want you to look at me. Right, I'm sorry, Cosmos, I just... my voice trails off. Cosmos is holding something in her hand, and it looks like a paintbrush. Its bristles dripping with brown paint. Is it? Did you shit in that? Did you shit in that pan? Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, it's chocolate. Oh, you doo-doo on yourself, nasty bitch. Doo-doo ass bitch. You doo-doo on yourself, you doo-doo bitch. Doo-doo in the pan, bitch. Actually, I'm not too sure about that. It smells a bit too sweet to be paint. What the fuck is... Imagine the one X-Men who shits out ice cream flavors that actually taste like strawberry and vanilla and shit like that. Is that melted chocolate? Ding ding, you got it. Oh, well done. Since you are so smart, I'll give you a prize. She's pulling her cock out! I'll cover myself in chocolate, and you can lick it off me. Careful what you wish for, bitch. It's no longer November. You'll start off covered in chocolate, and I promise you by the end you'll be covered in vanilla, head to toe. It's been so long since we've spent any time together. I wanted to do something special. Slowly, Cosmos... What the fuck are these words? Am I having a stroke? Do that! Slowly, Cosmos... Do that! A brown heart upon her cleavage. The bristles press against her pale skin, dyeing it. I watch on. Odd! A weed! A Wednesday! Forget belly button and armpits. This sight is way more erotic than either of those things. So, hero, aren't you going to help me? If I move a single step, I'm pretty sure my cock is gonna rip through my pants. I swear to the Lord above. Help you? With what? My outfit, of course. If this keeps up, it's going to get all dirty. I love this bunny girl costume. I think it's really cute. I'd hate for it to get covered in sticky, gooey chocolate. So you have to help me remove it. Doesn't that sound like fun? I'm getting excited just thinking about it. After that escapade, I wash my futon and scrub melted chocolate from the tatama floor as best I can. Cosmos hops into the shower and she cleans herself. Fortunately, the chocolate comes away quite easily, but she does stain one of my towels brown. Doodah, bitch! At least she has the wherewithal to look guilty about it. It's not like I'm really angry either. It's only a stupid towel. Cosmos' happiness is far more important. Oh, right. Another piece of Charlotte information. I wouldn't say it's lore, but it's information, right? Wait, have I think I've already said this, or maybe I dreamt that I said this. It's like Charlotte's species is very interesting in the fact of how they give birth, right? And it's like it's all about their will and their want, right? Is that in the sense of you can completely unprotected cream pie that bitch 37 times, you know, balls deep, and she'll never get pregnant, because if she's more looking for lustful fun and doesn't have the intention or need or want to bear a family or children and such, then she won't get pregnant. So any of you, you know, horny freaks want to have some fun interactions with her, if you catch my drift. There's that information. By the time we put everything right, the sun has risen. It's 7 a.m. Now too late to go back to bed. I still feel tired, but I decided to go ahead with my promised date. It was barely, like, just before 4. It wasn't even 4 yet. And you're saying it's 7 now? So how long were they at it? Does the Sakura game actually do involve nudity and such on the Steam version, or am I just being blue-balled? still feel tired, but I decide to go ahead with my promised date. We eat breakfast together in my kitchen, then set off to a nearby art gallery. Cosmos' experiment with the melted chocolate must have inspired me. We walk around and examine all the paintings, hand in hand to any outside observers. I'm sure we look like any ordinary couple out on a date. Cosmos is wearing her cat ears, like always, but we don't run into any of her adoring fans. Maybe they can't recognize her when she isn't wearing her more risque outfits. Sorry, burning in the back of my throat. It doesn't seem like the man and woman in this art gallery know Cosmos' real identity, either as a social media star or as a succubus. I doubt they know everything we did earlier this morning either. Even I'm a little shaken, and I was an active participant. It doesn't quite feel real, but the sensation of Cosmos' palm on my own reassures me that this is my new reality. I don't just have one wonderful girlfriend, I have 5, and I'm determined to make them all happy, even if it kills me. I'm gonna be honest, as much as this seemed like a dream, I could not, like, do multiple partners. I don't know how the fuck people, like, how do they cheat, right? Because doing more than one partner, and I know it's not at the same time, but you get my thing. It's like, I'm a very selfish person. I simply focus on what intrigues and interests me. If our interests don't align, then I probably won't pay attention to you. I'm a very selfish and possessive person. So, like, the fact that I would have to keep track of multiple things of my possession, moving around and doing things I don't know what they're doing at the moment, it would kind of put a lot of stress on me. And it's like, are they out with someone else? How the relationship? I know I shouldn't be jealous or envious because I know they would be loyal, but it's more of like, you know, I'm kind of just like a horny dragon, right? I'm a hoarder. I hoard a lot of things, whether it's collectibles, boxes, toothbrushes, broken glasses, things that I think would have memories I wish not to throw out. Things that are completely worthless to me other than memory value. I'm literally a giant horny dragon hoarding all of my shit, right? And if one of my shit gets up and moving, and see, I can focus on one thing because I know this thing can do this, right? But if there's like 5 of them walking around, I only have 2 sets of eyes. I'm not a fucking chameleon, bitch. I'm a horny dragon. So I can trust them, but it's like more insecurities about myself. Am I good enough? Because I know I'm selfish, that I only see things through what I want, right? And that's not really how relationship works, and I understand that. But it's like, I'm a very selfish person, right? So it's like, they know I'm selfish, but it's like, if they're not okay with it, then I'm like losing a possession. And that sounds bad, right? Yes, I know. I'm digging myself a bigger grave. I know they're their own person. Oh. Shit. Oh, fuck. I was trying to basically, to get the point across, I'm a selfish person, and, you know, I'm not a good person, and trying to think my point of view in a... Oh, fuck. But now now I seem like an asshole. I mean, I know I'm an asshole, but at least when I'm an asshole, I want it to be of my own choice, and I know what I'm doing, right? But it's like... I meant like a more clingy, playful possessive, right? Rather than like an objectifying possessive, like you are my thing, you cannot do this without that. I don't want that, you know? Oh fuck, I'm cringing because I sound like a fucking idiot now. I apologize. I might be here for a while cringing. It's like, yeah, possessive in a sense of being a clingy person. But like, you know, the more I try and think of like a police shit, I would be more jealous of the person I have dating other people, like, you know. I'm curled into a ball, holding my stomach, cringing. I'm cringing on the inside, with nowhere to go. I'm backed into a wall, literally. My back is against the wall, and I have nowhere to go. Curled into a cringe ball. A crawl. So it's like, I wanna... What I'm trying to say is I want to be seen as an asshole so people don't expect much from me. Because if you see that I'm an asshole, you won't expect much from me, so there's no way I can disappoint you or get your hope up if you already know that you shouldn't, you know? But I genuinely did mean it as like a playful jealousy type of way, not a objectifying you belong to me type of way. Because I know that they're their own person and you can't control people, you know, because they will live their own life. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, to get my point across is, well, I basically got my point across, but it's like, I don't know how people cheat when... So, okay, let's put it like this, in a more erotic and romantic, I was gonna say setting, scenario, right? Right? If I'm in the mood, I will convey it, right? If you're busy or not interested, that's fine, I will simply lose interest in the subject, right? So, you know, I would go on and move on to something else. So if you come back and go, oh, sorry, I'm free now, I could potentially, you know, like, kind of like a cat, like, I could potentially lose interest, right? Although I may be a little, you know, still interested because I am a sex-crazed freak. Like, I literally have a... So, no. What determines sex-crazed freak? Because it's like, I feel like I have more of a problem which I can't control my excitement even on certain occasions in which I relieve myself. The excitement comes back 5 minutes later, so I feel like I'm just a giant pervert, right? So even if I am in the mood, I will simply... No, that wouldn't make sense either. But you get what I mean? If I lose... I focus on things that interest me, right? And I'm not... I know that sounds bad because I'm not... It's not... Because, like, if they're not in the mood, that's fine. I'm not gonna do anything like try and convince them or push myself onto them. Because it's like I can find other things to entertain me, you know? Sorry, my horny brain activated and I kind of got lost in the words I was saying. Yeah, just think of me as a cat wanting attention. If you don't give it to me, I'll simply move on, you know, and look and act cold. and bitchy to find something else to entertain me. And any continuous attempts to catch my affections will be resulted in aggression and hostility. Kind of like a cat. Yeah, sorry. I don't know where I was trying to go with it. Where was I going with that? Right, I could only focus on myself and the things that interest me, right? Said, let's say, the other person. That's one thing, right? But trying to gather all the attention, from 5 different people would be overwhelming, right? Plus, if you think about it, at least with what I was trying to say is with the first one, I know when I'm excited and wish to have more intimate actions, right? And I can tell when I want to go again or when I'm in the mood again. But the thought of doing that with 5 other guys would be way too exhausting. And then, I'd just be disappointing more people because they're like, oh, I want to go, and I'm literally almost on the verge of passing out. And then, I don't know when I'll be back in business again because, it kind of boils down to, this is my intrusive thoughts, brain's kind of saying this, but it's like, it all boils down to poly relationships fucking suck, and I'm a very selfish person. Of course, poly relationships don't suck, but it's like I'm a very clingy and possessive person. And with how excited I can be, it can be a problem when I feel insecure about a lot of things if it were to end up in the bedroom of, little details, big details, And I feel like I might act cold, but I would probably need constant reassurance, which would be really annoying. Because I have a cruel and sick head, and the voices in the back of my head telling me such vile and depraved things of what should happen to me and what I deserve, Always almost like a haunting or a haunting reminder of I can never be loved truly. At least, sure, there's family love, but I mean, loved in a sense of a partner. And I should be grateful for the vile things my intrusive thoughts tell me I should be thankful for, And I know that's not true. But it's so hard to listen to the positive ones when the negative ones are so loud and suffocating. It's almost hard to not believe that they're true. To not believe what they say are not correct, Sorry, I'm rambling, aren't I? I'll shut my mouth. I apologize. I care about them all far too much to choose favorites. Not me, though. I'll choose my favorite. Isn't this from the first game? Oh, this is the cover of the first game. I guess she wasn't old. Was she bigger in the previous games? I think as much when I was younger, I would always prefer large tits over ass, right? And I don't know what has changed in me because it's like, I guess it's more when I did view myself as trans, I want a flat chest with large hips and thighs, and I guess that kind of correlates into the women I find attractive now. Like, don't get me wrong, I love massive breasts, but it's like that pear shape of a completely flat chest to almost, small to almost completely non-existent breast, to just Disney mom Pixar thighs and ass. Just call me a high school DxD racing game the way my fetishes make me bruise. That is such a shit joke. Alright, darling. Open wide and say I'm sorry. Open wide, darling. Shit, no, it's like, alright, darling, open wide and say, After our trip to the art gallery, Cosmos asked if we could go to this cute cafe. It's a place I have many fond memories of, and it was here Cosmos and I had our first real interaction. Oh no, that's not quite right. Our first real interaction was on the train when I was on my way to work, but I don't think that really counts. We didn't really talk. Cosmos just pushed herself against me, almost indirectly, I might add. Back then, I didn't even know her name. I never imagined that our relationship would escalate as it has, or that we even have a relationship. Life sure does work in mysterious ways. She's my girlfriend now, though it was in this very cafe that she confessed her feelings to me. Though she barely knew me, she was certain she loved me. She was interested in the man who had ensured her She was interested in the man who had ensnared her exciting older sisters, Maria and Ayu, so she decided to nominate herself as my girlfriend. Technically, she's still the only one of the 5 succubi I know who's my girlfriend. Ayu calls me her cameraman, Maria calls me her partner, Ifumai calls me her husband, and Hazel calls me her wingman. But Cosmos is probably the most lovey-dovey. She likes holding my hand and sneaking kisses, embracing me, and... Come on, open up! If you don't, the ice creams will melt. I don't want to waste it. It's really, really good. Call me ice the way she makes me cream. Well now, I cross my legs beneath the table, hiding my raging erection. Since I'm kind of tall, my knees bump against the underside of the table and it shakes, as does my black coffee and Cosmo's extravagant sundae. I swear, for such a skinny girl, Cosmo sure does eat all of the sweets. I wonder where all the calories go. To her chest? That would certainly explain her figure. What chest? Damn, bitch! Damn, bitch, you're flatter than an ironing board and my mother needs you. The joke was funnier in my head, shut up. That would certainly explain her figure. I'm not that big on sweets myself. I bought that sundae so you could enjoy it, not me. But you've not eaten anything since breakfast. You'll go hungry. Cosmos pals. Let me look after you. It's what a girlfriend's supposed to do. So my mind wanders into some odd places sometimes. You get so insistent about the strangest of things. I know I'm strange, but I don't think this is. Cosmos pouts. You're my boyfriend, and I want to look after you. That's normal, isn't it? At least, I think it's normal. Lots of girls do stuff like this with their partners. I guess you're right there. There's nothing wrong with wanting to make your significant other happy. That's right. Cosmos nods enthusiastically. A few drops of half-melted ice cream drip from the spoon and land on the table. Have I told you, like, I had a little disagreement with my mother. Not anything negative, right? So she got this. She was asking me if I wanted this ice cream or whatever. Oh, it's like a milkshake, but it's a bit thicker. And I'm like, oh, so a thick shake. She's like, no, it's an ice cream. It's like a milkshake, but thicker. Yet that's a thick shake. No. A milkshake she said something like, oh, it's a milkshake. Like, it's a milkshake that uses ice cream. I'm like, huh? Yeah, it's a milkshake that... you could believe my bewilderment. I was baffled, like, if this one uses fucking ice cream, what the fuck have the other ones been using that I've had? Do they not use ice cream? And she clarified, goes, oh, no, they do. Most milkshakes use about 20% of ice cream, right? With this one, uses 80%. And I'm like, so it's like, yeah, so it's a milkshake, but it's a bit thicker than a milkshake. And I'm like, that is a thick shake. And she's like, whatever. And I'm like, you know, fine, whatever, fine. Sure, she's like, so do you want one? I'm like, whatever, fine, I'll have one. And she's like, alright, and she's like, I'll be back, da-da-da, and comes back, gives it this tiny little cup, right? It looks like it's, said they had no bigger cups, right? It looks like it's big, it's a massive cup, but only go down, it looks like it's been melted, even though it's not, right? It was still cold, so like, nothing's melted, and has this little star with a creepy smiley face and like red on the outlines and shit, and you won't believe it. You won't believe it. It was thick, right? It was a milkshake, but thick. And maybe I'm crazy. I feel like, I don't know, I've tasted this somewhere before, but I can't put my fucking finger on it. And she's like, oh, so how's it? I'm like, oh, well, it looks like it's melted, da-da-da. It's like, oh, yeah, there's no bigger cup. So how do you like the milkshake? I'm like, you mean the thick shake? She's like, yeah, whatever. What do you mean? Whatever. Oh, what the fuck is a thick shake then? If it doesn't, does a thick shake not use ice cream? I'm completely fucking bewildered. Sorry for that little rant. I had to, I don't know why, I had to get my mother to like give me a massage, because for some reason my entire down, like around the shoulder, like around the collarbone to the shoulder and the back of the shoulder and shit, and everything down the right side, it felt, I don't know why specifically there, felt like, have you ever heard of the term, the thing stun gun? And I don't mean the electrical thing, right? It's like, so like have your hand out, right? And put your fingers straight together, right? Usually, it's like, usually you would, I don't know if you guys experience this, but usually you would, like, jab that into someone's ribs hard and go, stun gun! And it just goes, and it fucking hurts. But it's like, sound like someone's been like, so the finger's straight, but like stabbing me back and forth repeatedly, all up and down the right side of my back, shoulder. Cosmos nods enthusiastically. A few drops of half-melted ice cream drop from the spoon and land on the table. I'm glad we're on the same page. You are my significant other, and you are very, very specific to me. Significant to me. You have a big place in my heart. You make me happy. I want to make you happy in return. I was gonna say some heinous shit. My bad. Ice cream makes me happy, so it should make you happy too. I'm allergic. Now eat! Now eat, please. Cosmo jabbed the spoon in my direction. Eat from the spoon that was in my mouth, and swallow my saliva along with the gooey melted ice cream. It would taste really good. You think your saliva tastes good? It can't taste bad. It can't taste bad, or I'd gag every time I swallow. How could the dumbest bitch have the smartest logic? Look, I'm fine with eating from the spoon or whatever, but I'm not swallowing your saliva. Look, the only way you'll get me to swallow your saliva is if we're making out and you push your tongue down my throat, right? Gently, because I could gag. I may be big and tough and incredibly horny, but I'd really like to see myself, or at least play the role as a sensitive little gal. So, not so rough, alright? But I'm not you just gonna spit in your head, eat up. I'm not doing that. Good point. If I swallow your saliva, I'm biting the fuck out of your neck, so my saliva is in your wounds. Enjoy the Komodo, pussy bitch. I smile. Maybe you could do what Haifumai does and sell your bottled spit. I hear it's very lucrative. Haifumai sells her spit? I swear, you are strangling me while I have no breath and my face is turning blue and, like, jerking me off at the same time. It's, like, almost distracting whether it's pain or pleasure, because what the fuck are these words? Oh, I just thought of something. Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to like pronounce it, and my intrusive thoughts come in to the left field, and it goes, it's pronounced kamikaze! I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. I'm just gonna call it the cooch. In cooch, yeah. It's a special kind of sake made from fermented spit. That is disgusting. Oh, I have all types of horny thoughts that are disgusting and depraved and vile. But you know, maybe that might come back, you know, maybe that come back in the future, and maybe when there's more, I was gonna say more people to listen, but my brain, like, when there's poor people to listen to my horny depraved thoughts, it's like, when there's more people wanting to listen to my horny and depraved and sick and twisted little thoughts, maybe I might share with, you know, my little intrusive fucked up mind. But until then, womp womp. That pisses me off. I say something that bothers me, right? Or something that annoys me, or any type of a negative emotion, right? And I'm expressing it, right? And Henry will either message in Discord or comment under whatever post, and he just goes, womp womp. I'm like, what does that mean? Womp womp. What does that mean? Womp womp. What the fuck does womp womp mean? It means womp womp. I don't know. Womp womp. It's driving me insane. Wow. Cosmos brow forest. I feel mine is more degenerate than I thought. I don't know if degenerate is the right word. It's a very dignified ancient Japanese art. Do you think I'm dignified, hero? I think you're adorable. I think you're adorable, even more so when you get all pouty. I nudge Cosmo's foot beneath the table. I'm not big on sweets, like I said, but I have no problem with your spit. I bet the ice cream will taste pretty good when fed to me by total cutie like you. Cosmos blinks her big shining eyes. Her face turns an adorable shade of pink as I slurp the ice cream from her spoon. She was the one who suggested, nay, demanded, that we share a spoon. But it looks like she's getting flustered. Cosmo shifts in her seat. She drops the spoon on the table with a clatter, then surveys me beneath her eyelashes. Did you really think I'm adorable? I swallow the ice cream with a shudder. I was right. It is too sweet. Then smile. I would lick my lips and then look at her with a smug expression to taunt her even more. So I had a truthful thought where it's like, see the phone cover? Do you think that's what? Do you think that's what their nipples look, succubus nipples look like, and they're shaped like that rather than round? It's like hard and pointy and shit. Of course I do. You're the best. The best? Cosmos cups her cheeks with her hands. I'd never been told that before. Well, you better get used to it, because I'm gonna keep saying it. Don't forget, I like you a lot. If I didn't, we wouldn't be going on a date right now. Cosmos squeaks. Well, I did assume you must like me. It is strange, though. Aren't you used to being liked? You're one of the most popular creators on Rapid Pond. You must get compliments every single day. I do, but the kindness of strangers, though appreciated, isn't the same as your kindness. When those people compliment me, they usually talk about my body. They don't know me as a person, so they can't talk about my personality. And while they call me sexy, they don't often call me cute. Good. Then this can be a thing between me and you. Your fans can call you sexy all they want, but I'll call you cute. And I want to see all the sides of you that you don't show anybody else. We can go on dates together, and I'll do all the sappy couple things with you that you like. You can feed me in public, we can link arms. We'll do whatever you want if it makes you happy. What? No, that is how it's supposed to work. Cosmos pouts and kicks me under the table. I'm supposed to make you happy. But I want to make you happy. But I'm your girlfriend. It's my job. No, it's not. Don't talk like that. I don't want you to think of this as a chore. I want you only to do the things with me if you want to. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I'm more worried that I'm forcing you. I've never dated anybody before, and there's a lot of things I still don't understand. I had a thing. Do you think it's kind of like, this is gonna sound crazy, right? But do you think their pussies are like a hive mind where it's like, so let's say you take her back and you completely deflower her, like you rail the shit out of her, you know, scratches, bite marks, and like all that rough foreplay, right? And while you're doing that, the other girls are doing their regular job, but they can feel the same thing Cosmos is feeling. So it's like Maria's scratching and breaking a pen at her job. What's her name? The tennis bitch quivering while trying to and failing to hit the tennis ball of the other opponent. Well, I use like on the ground, but like the movie actress is completely unfazed, like, oh my, but like a little bit blushing, but beside that everyone else is affected because they can kind of, you know, feel the same thing. Sorry, dumb question. There's a lot of things I want to do with you too. Being with you is so exciting. But I'm afraid I'm too demanding. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. You don't, and if you did, I'd tell you. Damn, bitch. You may be cute, but if you had femboy hips and a massive cock, you'd be even hotter. 100 out of 10. I ruffled the top of Cosmos's head. Well, I mean, I guess her hips are fine the way they are, but, like, if she had a flatter masculine chest and a fatter cock, she'd be 100 out of 10. Don't worry, we can't all be experienced with these things. It'll come with time, and we have plenty of that. I mean, you do. I've been diagnosed with stage 4 cock cancer, and only you can suck out the tumor. Why is it spicy? sorry. Like she's trying to suck the tumors out and like coughing out black smoke. Why is it spicy? It's not like I'm planning to break up with you. Oh, hero, thank you. That's an apple in the background. I thought that was just a close-up of the Japanese flag. Cosmo smiles. You really are nice. I appreciate it a lot. You're so good to me. It makes me worry. What about? About what will happen if you have to leave me. Why would I ever do that? Don't you believe me when I say I want to be with you? I know I've been busy with work lately, but I really do want to stay by your side. Cosmos giggles. Sorry, I was just thinking I just thinking of like, so like, imagine you and a girl wear little clothes, right? And go out, almost nothing and stay outside in the freezing cold for a little while, like where it's snowy. So like you have a sword fight with her frostbite nipples and your fucking icicle dick sword. Dun, 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 dun. You say you don't like sweets, but you're a pretty good sweet talker yourself. Your words are even more sugary than my sundae. Hearing that makes me happy. Maria always scolds me, and now you teases me, but I think you understand me. You're so nice. But you've ensnared so many hearts. It seems inevitable she'll notice. Then she might get jealous. If she takes you from me. Cosmo's brow furrows. She dips her head, her expression troubled. Well, I'll just hope that doesn't happen. I don't want to say goodbye to you. I love you way too much. Ah, more women. More trouble after do. That's not nice. Why can't I have a big, bulky himbo that can pin me down and rail me as a gentle, emotionally vulnerable femboy that can just snuggle and aftercare me? Sorry. I'm just thinking. It's just, you know, the thing of it's like this black dude, right? And he like does this magic trick and like blows smoke into the camera, and then with the smoke just make he's put his naked running down through the fucking door. Right? It's just imagining Charlotte snuggling with some, like, you know, buff dude just having aftercare, right? Or whatever it's called, right? When you do rough stuff and then, you know, and it's just like just finished, right? And then she hears the ice cream, so she goes waddling out the room with cum dripping out of her. And it's like, Charlotte, put on some clothes, go, dear God! And like, ice cream! Leaving a fucking snail trail fucking come out the ass. Ice cream! He tries to like follow her to like put on clothes, but slips on the fucking curb and knocks himself unconscious. And he wakes up, right, and her crouched down with like one vanilla ice cream and another vanilla choc tub, and she's just licking one like, I got ice cream for you here. Of course, that's not, you know, Charlotte's canon voice. I mean, it's either my voice or just a more feminine voice. Mulch gang for life. Fucking what? It just this is the cat holding its head screaming, Mulch gang for life. This is so fucking funny to me. I'm sorry. My nose is burning now. And like he questioned, like, okay, so is the liquid on the floor the come out her ass, or is it the vanilla she just got for you? How long has she been standing there, like crouched over? A few days later. Ah, Charlotte, you're just the man I wanted to see! My boss greets me jovially when I arrived at work on Monday morning. He slaps me on the back with one of his large, meaty hands. I try to suppress a groan. I'm glad my boss has warmed to me after years of my workings underneath him, but being in his good graces is almost as painful as being in his bad books. Those hearty slaps of his hurt. Fucking damn it. I'm not a small man by any means. I'm one of the tallest people in the office, but my boss is tall and wide. I think he must have an extra 100 pounds on me, if not more. I hope he hasn't left any bruises. I was gonna say, nothing Cosmos wouldn't leave behind, but I'm pretty sure because of how much she loves you, she would be very gentle, not wanting to like scratch or bite, compared to Ayu, who would be very hostile, because I imagine she would be submissive at first, but you know, you seeing how cute she is, she would get defensive and then very violent and aggressive, trying to dominate you, ending up leaving much more bruises, scratches, and bites. Now, what are you doing, lad? Sit down, sit! I have something I want to discuss with you! It's of highly important matter! Right. What is it? I have a job for you! It should prove to be pretty interesting, too. More so than taking photos at dull political events. Boss, there's been a second tower. I've been working at this company long enough to know what my boss considers newsworthy. He's a bit of a leech and loves running articles on famous idols, actresses, pin-up models. This is This is Oppenheimerly in the name of selling more copies of our newspaper. But in actuality, I think my boss just likes gawking at all the photographies of pretty women I snap for him. Get me more cocks of Spider-Man! There's nothing wrong with gawking at pretty women. Of course, idols, actresses, and pin-up models are in the business for being gawked at, but my boss doesn't do much to hide his interest, shall we say. He's so transparent. So, what's this job? Do you want me to meet some celeb again? Yes, indeed! I have it on good authority that there should be several important people at this event. Wakasukai, Maria, chief among them. Maria? I sit up a little straighter. Maria's name has piqued my interest. Do you want me to take some photos of her for an upcoming article? Her and whoever else happens to be there. A big charity event's going on to be held on the weekend after next. A big charity event's going to be held the weekend after next. You see, it's all been set up by Miss Wakasukai. She's arranged the ball for social elite, with champagne and caviar, the works. There'll be an orchestra and hundreds of people will be there. The price of entry is steep, but all proceeds will go toward developing a new children's wing at the local hospital. Oh really? I haven't heard. Didn't Miss Wakasukai tell you about it? She didn't have the chance. She's been so busy with work. Maybe this is why it's been so silent on the Maria front for the last few weeks. She must have been really busy arranging this charity ball on top of all her responsibilities. Maria sure is a hard worker. That's a shame. I'd rather banking on your continued relationship with Miss Wakasukai. It's thanks to your relationship that we're being invited to all these prestigious jobs. My boss slaps me on my back hard. Don't let her get away from you now. I'll do my best, sir. Not that Maria is a fish or anything. Good lad, that's the spirit. Maria might have informed you about this event. Maria mightn't have informed you about this event, but she was kind enough to tell me all about it. She sent me an email this morning asking if I wished to cover it in my paper. She's requested that I send you over to take some photos of it. It's good PR for her and her company. She asked for me? By name. Do you think you're up to the challenge? My coworkers are beginning to whisper at this. They're trying to keep their voices down, but I can still hear them. What? Charlotte again? He's not the only photographer in the office. Why does he get all the best jobs? The boss never used to rate him so much, but now he's putting all his faith in him. It isn't fair. I'm a better photographer than he is. If anybody deserved to go to this event, it's me. You know what I would like to see, right? I'd like to see, like, you know, talk to... I don't know, I just find it funny, right? Where it's like, she does all the... invites him specifically, you know, because they're dating, right? But he makes it, she was like, oh yeah, I can't go, da. But there'll be someone else, right? And she goes silent for a while, yeah, sure, I'm fine with that. She acts all happy, right? And then, like, they, you know, like, have to, like, he's just curious of, you know, not that he thinks she'll be disloyal, but curious on how she acts towards other people, right? And it's like a bunch of photographers doing their job, and they're all trying to, like, be forward and, like, flirt with her, but she's just very cold, like, just this, like, bitch face expression, like, towards any of the photographers coming up there, because she does not care for them. I don't know, I just find it adorable that if she finds it, like, oh, well, this was because he was curious, he literally grabs him by the, like almost choking him, just stares at him coldly. He's like, well, it's been a good life, you know, if I'm gonna die here, I lived the best I did, right? And she's clearly irritated because she feels like he doesn't trust her, right? And he's like, if you weren't so fucking cute, I would have killed you already. I hope you know that. Like, a big bluff to scare him, but, like, she genuinely feels hurt, so it's this whole thing of, like, Shit, I really fucked up, didn't I? But just like see how, like, and like even someone's like very forward, like, you know, the like cocky, like, you know, NTR bastards that like try and yank her away, but she literally, because she's a succubus, she's much stronger, she doesn't budge, and he's like trying to yank her away to like take advantage of her or whatever, but she's just not having it. She's just sipping her thing and looking, like paying attention, like thinking, where is he? I was kind of hoping he was here, like damn bitch, you're strong as fuck. So he tries to like do the thing where he pins like her against the wall, like haha, you know, tits in my face, da 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 da, you know, like try to act like she did it on purpose, like wow, you're awfully, you know, forward, how we go somewhere, you know, thing. And she's just not paying attention to him. And like, and whenever she looked around and she's like one of the other succubus, like, oh, excuse me, tried to gently push him, but flings him and he goes through a fucking window, and it's like a fucking 12-story thing. And it like cuts to him, like, you know, the thing of like he's in he's like all in bandages and shit with like his leg up in like a cast, like his whole body's casted. Sorry, my brain gets a little bit too creative, I'm sorry. Well, we all know life isn't fair. It's not a meritocracy. Whether you get ahead or not, it's all determined by who you know, not what. Sure, I wish Wakasukai Maria would pay attention to me. What does she see in Charlotte anyway? This is it. It's official. There is no God. I have no faith in this world. My co-workers commiserate with one another. It's all the while shooting various glances at me. Because I just imagine just like she has eyes and ears everywhere, so like, you know, like invisible portals, so she's seeing everything. So like the more they talk shit about him, the more love and affection she'll give her, just to not that she needs to spite him, but it kind of fuels her ego, but also pisses her off that they're talking bad about her man. If looks could kill, I'd be dead several times over. Fortunately, looks can't kill, and I'm very much alive. I just need to try and ignore them. Being the object of the office's collective jealousy is painful, but there's no point trying to argue back. It'd be a waste of my breath. And in any case, I'm too excited about this opportunity to pay what they have to say much heed. The ball itself sounds like it'll be a fun event. Maybe I'll be able to try Fawai grass. But I'm more excited about seeing Maria again. It's been ages. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. I knew you would. Make sure you make a good impression. You'll be representing our papers to a whole ballroom full of the rich and famous. Make sure you brush your hair for once and don't wear those awful jeans. Rent yourself a nice suit. Jesus Christ! What you fucking slamming the door open for? It was clearly closed. You fucking ram it open.
I was opening it loud enough so you could hear me.
You couldn't just open it quietly and go, hello. No, because I see you fucking peeking in every now and then to see how it is. You don't need to.
I would have still just, I want you to know I'm saying.
He's mocking me.
So,
He's mocking me.
I'm going to go down and
Because it's like, usually I'll like stomp my feet on the ground. Not because I'm mad, but like, my mother is so fucking deaf, right? It's because no matter what I do, she'll always get startled, right? I will walk up to her, right? Whether I walk into her peripheral vision, she'll turn and scream because she didn't hear me. I'll walk up to her, put my hand on her shoulder, she'll get startled. If I go, hey Ma, she will shit herself because she didn't hear me coming. Even if I stomp my feet, she doesn't fucking hear me. So it's like, I kind of gave up because no matter what I do, she's like, oh, you scared me. And I will go, when don't I? She's like, that's a very good point. Because it's like, at this point, everything fucking scares you. You cannot hear. So why are you, I mean, I know why you're surprised, but it's like, I kind of stopped trying to like let her know, because I'll just like, if I need to talk to her, I'll just talk to her, because it's like, no matter what I'll do, I'm gonna unintentionally fucking startle her. I mean, years ago, I would like kind of like tippy-toe to like sneak and scare her, and like, cause I found it funny, but now it's kind of backfiring, because every little fucking thing startles her. Yes, sir, I reply with a touch less enthusiasm than before. I never thought my boss as a very homemade guy, but he's starting to sound like my dad. I wonder if my boss has any kids of his own. He's old enough for it. But I've never heard him mention having a wife or a mistress nor a family. I want you to take a lot of photographs. You need to capture the glitz and the glamour of this event in its fullest. They are my favorite hell of a boss characters. Funny little clown bitches. You can't afford to screw this up. It's an incredible opportunity. And if it's not too much trouble... fuck. Sorry, my voice. I was hoping to keep doing it until there's another, like, collector photo thing, but my voice is really fucking me up. My boss grins. I'd like you to butter Miss Waka to Sukai up to flatter her ego, try and keep her in good books, offer to dance with her, maybe if the opportunity arises. Fuck. And if she invites you back to her hotel room, don't turn her down, for pity's sake. Beat that. Sorry, I was just gonna say, beat that pussy up like it's a Chinese buffet. I want to say I'm sorry, but I don't think I am. It shouldn't be amusing, but it amuses me, sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Miss Wakasukai is a very important business connection for us. I'd hate for you to turn her against us. I'll do my best, sir. I reassure my boss, not that I really need to. The full extent of my relationship with Maria isn't public knowledge, but it's progressed further than I think even my boss realizes. We're bound together by a strong bond. I care for Maria deeply. I'm sure she cares for me. That'll be why she invited me to this event. I bet she wanted to spend time with me too. This isn't just a good gig. This is a chance to spend a bit of quality time with the woman I love. I can hardly wait. I just wonder what sort of dress she'll be wearing to this most prestigious of events. If my dick doesn't grow eyes of its own and my eyes doesn't pop out of my socket as my tongue elongates like a arugula, then I don't want her. Or like that is not good enough for me. Time passes and the date of Maria's charity ball arrives. I buy myself a nice suit several days in advance, just like my boss instructed. It's costly, but buying it outright isn't much more expensive than renting it. Moreover, I tell myself if Maria invites me to even more of these events, I'll need a nice suit of my own. Maybe it's presumptuous of me to assume I'll receive any future invitation like this, but I don't see why Maria wouldn't. We are partners, after all, and I don't mean that in the business sense. The ball takes place in a fancy government building with smooth marble floors and gilt chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. I don't arrive late by any means, but there's already a lot of people thronging the ballroom when I do arrive. There's a lot of wealthy women wearing extravagant, elaborate dresses, but nobody looks more beautiful than Maria. Whoa! Golly! I was gonna say something stupid. Maria looks like Santa's little I'd like to help. But damn, that is such a beautiful design. Golly! Whoa. For the third game in a row, Maria is the best out of them all. I'm not picking favorites, but I have a favorite. Holy! Wow! She's resplendent in a crimson gown with a very low back. The dress clings to her every single curve, and it makes her look more gorgeous than ever. Oh, I think I've realized a type of feminine clothing that I dislike, at least for myself, right? It's kind of clothing that it's like, how do I say it? Kind of like, not dresses, but it's like, if there's nothing connecting the shoulder and it's just like being held up by the fat of the chest and stomach, but there's nothing connecting around the arms or shoulders, I dislike outfits like that, right? Because at least, see, with this, there's somewhat of a thing for the arms and the neck, right? But let's say the arm thing and the neck thing is separate and not connected. I don't like dresses kind of like that. I can imagine myself in it, and I feel like it would feel weird and off, because at least with t-shirts and such, or dresses, you know, there's a top and bottom, so it's like, you know, and it makes her look more gorgeous than ever. When she sees me, she filts over to me, a glass of champagne in one hand and a bright smile upon her made-up face. Hero, it really is wonderful to see you here. It's good to see you too, Maria. But should you really be talking to me now? Why shouldn't I? Oh, I think she didn't like that response. Oh, I'm so sorry, miss. Why shouldn't I? Maria purses her lips. You forgot I am the one who arranged this event. I should be allowed to speak to whomever I wish. I'm not saying you can't, it's just... I cran my neck about the luxurious room. Most of these people are unfamiliar to me, but a handful look familiar. I'm sure I've seen the man in the suit, though that's not very descriptive. All the men here are wearing suits. By the threshold table of the canapes before. Is he a politician? I distinctively remember seeing him on TV. I think that bald man conversing with a gaggle of pretty leggy ladies is a politician too. Isn't he the Minister of Welfare, Education? It's something like that. That woman over there is a popular Enkai singer from the 80s. I'm sure the man she's walking with arm in arm is the owner of a large electronics company. This place is crawling with the rich and the mighty and the important. How many connections does Maria have anyway? There's a lot of people here with way more influence than me. Shouldn't you be trying to butter them up? All in due time, my dear hero. The mere fact I invited them here to this gathering of elites should be enough to flatter most of their egos. You're quite right. I'll have to do a bit more smoozing throughout the night, but I can spare at least a few minutes for you. But I'm nobody special. Darling, please. Maria hands her glass of half-drunk champagne to a conveniently passing waiter, then takes my hand in her own. To me, you are the most important person here. Oh, you may be stroking my ego, but you're definitely stroking something else. You might not have as much money as the rest of these You might not have as much money as the rest of this crowd, but I know you on a far more personal level than most. I know that you are a sweet, kind man who would do anything to help those in need. That is more than can be said for most. But this is a charity event. I doubt these people would have come here if they didn't want to help those in need. Oh no. Maria wrinkles her nose. When you've been to as many of these events as I have, you'll learn that this is all for show. These people are posturing. They want to look good to the cameras, the newspapers, the general public. That's why they come to events like this, and that's why they donate so much of their money to charity. Well, that and the tax breaks. You can write donations off, so you don't need to pay tax on them. Most of the very rich do it as a means to safeguard their own cash. I'd wager the majority of people here are wholly self-interested. They don't really care about anything but themselves. You're different though. That's why I'm so very fond of you, see? I don't think I'm all that great, but thanks for the vote of confidence. I've been feeling distinctively out of the loop ever since I got here. Other than you, nobody's come to talk to me at all. It's like they can smell money. Or maybe my lack of it. Don't pay... I'm so sorry. Don't pay them any heed. I won't while I'm with you. Oh, I'm trying my best to be proper and hold back, but damn, you are making it very difficult for me. I want you to know that. Don't give me that look. You know what exactly you're doing. Exactly what you're doing. Smug bitch. Now, Maria's expression brightens as the violins quartet in the corner begin to play. I'm rather fond of this song. Would you care to dance with me here? I'm gonna punch myself in the dick and balls if I say no. Shit. Okay. She says, so would you mind? Because I'm confused because like, wouldn't the right response would be, like, I don't mind, but saying, of course I would, like, I'd love to dance with you. I would love to dance with you, Maria. In fact, I can think of nothing I'd like more. I think that meant, by the way. You really do look beautiful in that dress, by the by. But I think it meant, you really do look beautiful in that dress, by the way. I can't wait to press... Sorry. Oh, whoa, sorry. I can't wait to press you against my body. I grin, my self-confidence bolstered by the glitzy atmosphere. I'm almost starting to feel like an elite myself. Ah, shit. I bet all the old guys here will be super jealous. I'm sure they will. Sorry, I was worried she might get upset at how forward and hungry as me because she is looking like a snack. Damn, bitch, you're a full course meal that I'd love to finish. I'm sure they will. Maria titters. Maria, careful, your titters! I am a very popular woman. My company is in high demand. But worry not, I only have eyes for you. Damn, bitch! Oh, you are so... I was gonna say tantalizing, but I don't know the meaning of that word, so I don't know if I'm using it in the right context, but I am trying to be respectable and hold back, but damn, it's like holding the door closed with a horny grizzly bear that haven't had sex for several seasons. You are barking up the wrong beast, my dear. Now, come with me. Follow my lead. Sorry. Now, come with me. Follow my lead. Some walks in, I don't care. I'm already I was gonna say bricked up, but that's not in my vocabulary. I apologize. You know, you get the point. I'm hard. Surprisingly, actually, no. I mean, sure, I'm excited, but I think I was more hard with Cosmos' date. I don't know why. But look at her. I am trying my best to not scratch her tender skin with my nails, because I'm pretty sure she'll return the favor tenfold, and then I'd have to spend hours at her place with her tending to my wounds, because there's no way I can walk out of here with how severe it is. Golly! Okay, I was thinking. Okay. Maria takes my hand and rests it upon us. Maria takes my hand and rests it upon the small of her back. Our bodies are pressed up close together. I can feel Maria's chest pushed against my own. When I inhale, I catch a whiff of her perfume. It's soft and fragrant, like flowers. Now, do you feel alright? I'm getting the hang of it. Good. Then keep your eyes on me. Follow my steps. Don't worry about keeping time to the music. I can lead you. I have experience with this sort of thing. Maria sways to and fro with the music. Her hand clasps it in my own. Her white hair flutters, as does her long red gown. She looks entirely in her element. Her body is relaxed, and there's a smile on her face. Do you think you're getting the hang of this, Hero? Maybe. I just hope I don't step on your foot. It'll be fine, dear. Just let yourself go. Give in to the music or... Maria smiles seductively, pushing her full bosom against my chest. Oh, that is impossible. Give yourself up to... fuck! I was gonna say, take me to the pound, the way I be dogging her pussy, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I can't tell if it's an intrusive thoughts or horny thoughts. What is with my vocabulary? I don't know what that means. Please help me. I swallow. Marie's so seductive. She's making my spine tingle. Since her body is so close to mine, I can't help but stare at her. Hey now. Maria's fingers tighten around my own. She pouts. Eyes on my face while we're in public, if you please. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Golly. I will literally disrespect and demolish the entire Succubus army, even the queen herself, for her. I will literally give up my humanity for her. Although I guess she wouldn't. Oh, I guess she wouldn't really love me then, because it's the scent that she cares for. I mean, ooh, fuck. I feel like they've been through this whole thing about, do they love me or is it just the scent? That's tricky. Because if I give up my humanity for her, she won't love me. Because it's the scent, human scent. If you please. I don't mind if you want to stare at my chest later when we're alone, but at the present your drooling might cause something of a scandal. I'm sorry about that. It's quite alright. It's quite alright. I'm flattered that you like staring so much, really. I know I'm a bit older than Ayu and Cosmos. Sometimes I do worry I'm not enough to satisfy you. I'm gonna be honest, I think you're the only thing that could satisfy me, dear girl. Holy shit. But I'm glad my body can excite you all the same. You're really not that old. I'm older than you. By, like, 3 or 4 years, it's not a big deal. Besides, you look a lot younger. Your skin is so soft and smooth. Why, thank you. You really are a charmer. Now, let's keep going. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Maria counts the beat of the song while I try to keep up. Dancing was a struggle at first, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. My body relaxes instinctively against Maria's, and I almost find myself enjoying the experience. Ooh, sorry. So my brain went... Sorry, my brain went to a hard place. I apologize. I never knew dancing could be so much fun. There you are, you're a natural. You really think so? Mm-hmm. You haven't stepped on my foot just yet, have you? She giggles. With a bit more instructions, you'd make a fine dancer. You just need to have more confidence in yourself. I wish we could dance the rest of the night away, but alas, this song will soon end. She sighs. After this, I'll have to stop playing with the hostess again. I'll have to leave you on your own for a little while. Is that alright? It's fine. I have some photography I need to take anyway. Ah, yes. You are here for work, not pleasure, aren't you? Well, I mean, if I was here for pleasure, you didn't invite me. So, you didn't even let me know this was a thing. So if it wasn't for my boss, would you just be looking for me like, where is he? I didn't invite him, did I? Oh no, it was a big surprise too. I'm such a klutz. I suppose... Sorry, I felt like I spat. My bad. I suppose we're the same in that regard. Well then, I shan't keep you too much longer, but hero... Maria's fingers squeezed mine instinctively. Would you care to come back to my hotel with me when all this is over? Dancing with you was fun, but it wasn't quite enough to satisfy me. I would love to spend even more time with you, in private, of course. Wouldn't you? If it gave me an option, like, oh, maybe not, sure, I'm beating the fucking angel off of my chest. Succumb to sin and lust, so I can finally bust. Okay, let me save. Okay, testing audio, right? Testing audio, hopefully, because I haven't had my headphones on, right? So I need to make sure the audio is working. Da 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 da. Testing audio, testing audio. Testing audio, testing audio. Okay, so my perversions were cool. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, let me return to main menu. Gallery. Gallery. That's all for now. See you next time.